The right answer? Waffles. You're listening to Lofi Poli Sci. Dr. Pickering here, Lo-Fi Studios, New Orleans. How you doing out there, my people? Right in with what you got going on. We always want to hear your words. YouTube, Instagram, we got you, people. Now sit back, relax, inhale, exhale, but not of the smoke that'll make you choke. Nah, it's about Tuesday's Top 10. Coming in with that media magic of the freest of free, the countries that can be. Yes, you get me. Today we're doing the top 10 countries by Media Freedom 2024. Now, our data and our ranking system comes from a French organization that's really in many ways an international organization today called Reporters Sans Frontier, aka Reporters Without Borders. And they survey about 180 countries and territories around the world on levels of media freedom, and they rank those from 0 to 100. 0 being no media freedoms at all. Horrible. And 100 being like all the media freedoms you can get. That's right. It's like a big old buffet of media freedoms. And you know, things like free speech, free press, independence from government, independence from political parties, financial independence, no bias reporting or coverage, and the list goes on and on and on. But instead, we're going to get into our list today. And coming in at number 10, Germany, with an 83.84 out of 100. Number 9, we got Switzerland with an 84.01. Number 8 is Ireland, 85.59 out of 100. Number 7, Portugal, with an 85.9 out of 100. Number 6, Estonia, with an 86.44. Now to our top 5, and number 5 is Finland, at 86.55 out of 100. Number 4, Netherlands, at 87.73. Number 3, Sweden, 88.32. Number 2, Denmark, which may or may not look like a pin mark on the map. If you ever find yourself in trouble and can't find where Denmark is, that's what it is. And it has an 89.6 out of 100. And number 1. Well, what do you think number 1 is? How about we give you a silent 10 count to think about the freest of the free media countries in the world? Go ahead and grab it. Oh, look at me. I stopped counting in my head. I don't know if it's a 10 count, a 7 count, or a 15 count at this point. But you know what? We're going to give it to you. Number 1, Norway, with a 91.89 out of 100 media freedom score by Reporters Without Borders in the year publication of 2024. Now, that last point there, that's important here. There's at least 3 things that are really important here. And really, there's so many observations from this as we talk about. We could talk about 3 or 4 of them, though, right now. Number 1 is that the calendar year of 2024 just ended. Did Reporters Without Borders come up with all these rankings for all these countries in just 14 days? Question mark? No. The 2024 publication of this list, of this index, is based on the calendar year of 2023. It's so important to realize when the data are speaking of. And yes, data are plural, datum or datum is singular. Now you know, my friends. Secondly, what is up with this list being totally, utterly, completely, absolument biased towards Western Europe? How? Why? Are we seeing, according to Reporters Without Borders, all the freest media countries are in Europe? And so funny that country south of Canada, north of Mexico, is so nowhere to be found on this list. More on that another time, perhaps. But maybe it'll come up in next week's list. Question mark? We'll see. But another thing that I like to think about when I look at this list too is, why does it only include countries between the letters D and S? Think about it, people. Think about it. What does that mean? D and S, no other countries. But really, what are we talking about here? Well, we can only talk about so much without a different list to look at to accompany this list. Like top 10 countries with the least free media in the world? That's next week for you. But there you go. Follow us on Instagram and YouTube to write into the show, people. Love you, Lo-Fi. And this, just a snap of what's going on in the world today.
I'll bring it down, like.
Always remember that Lofi Poli Sci is more than just me. It's the we that we be. Pickering, signing off.